welcome to the Chamael Corp. My name is Chris, and this week we are going to be looking at a set of Battlestar Galactica Duty Blues that I got off of eBay from a company called Costume Bay. Let's check out the quality, let's see how it fits, and let's talk about some accessories right after this. All right, before we dive in, I'm not gonna say there isn't anybody, there aren't a lot of people that don't like sci-fi's reimagined Battlestar Galactica. The concept was fresh. It kind of kicked off a lot of that dark, gritty realism that's pervasive in media. Like the Snyderverse and things like that, right? And it ditched the camp, the campy style of the original, and we ended up with just some really cool uniforms, right? So aside from the duty blues, you have the double tank tops that they wore, you've got the cool dog tags, you've got the paper that has all the cut edges on it, all this stuff. So they really defined an entire style from the series. And as much as I hate Anivos, and I'm glad they're gone, I regret never pulling the trigger on a set of duty blues when they had them discounted. So let's look at this one. And let's see what we think. So first, why don't we have a look at the jacket? That's kind of the iconic part, right? So these did come with the very cheap pins. I will likely go out onto Sell Geek and get a better pin. The patch is actually embroidered on the shoulder. One thing I'm gonna have to do for these buttons is I'm gonna have to just go in with a needle and a thread and just reinforce those because they're about ready to come off. It also looks like, and let's go over here, there's way too much material there in my opinion. But looking at it, there's a button down in there, and there are some buttonholes right here. So it looks like the sleeve length is actually adjustable. If we open this up, now we do have that flap that is, both sides are finished. We've got, the inside is done. It's thin, it's not a thick jacket, which is fine. Because if you're out on a convention floor or something like that, you don't want something that's super warm. Now, it also did come with pants, and they're basically blue dress pants, matches the fabric exactly. So why don't we go ahead and see what this looks like? And I will also be throwing on my dog tags and my double tank top that I got also from Sell Geek. So let's do that, and we'll see how this looks. All right, the pants are on, the tank is on, the tags are on. Pants are tight. The length is perfect, but the pants are very tight. Now this jacket is supposed to get tucked into the pants, and I don't think there's any way that's gonna happen. But for the sake of science, right? Let's give it a shot. Okay. So, first, we don the jacket. And we're gonna have to move the mic, so bear with me a little bit here. I think we'll just stick that right here. There. And we'll just have to make do with the cord. All right, so. Okay. And the sleeves, like I feel like the sleeves could come down a little bit, so I might try to roll these down because this is ridiculously high and they're a little short. So at least I've got that to work with. Now, I'm going to pause the video while I try to tuck in the pants, because y'all are not paying for spicy content. If that's your thing, let me know. I've got a Patreon. That's actually false. That's not what my Patreon is for, but I do have a Patreon, so something to keep in mind. Okay, let's try this out. All right, so it is physically possible to do this. Oh, is it comfortable? No. This button needs to be done up too. But it's not bad. Things I would do. I'm going to need a belt. There is a certain type of belt used, so I need to find that. It might be something where I can adjust this a little bit with a belt on. Use a hair tie or something to give myself a little bit more room. Might be a way to work around that. I'm going to try and drop the sleeves down a little bit. I am going to go to Cell Geek and probably get an updated pin. It is worth noting, it did also come with the Elite pin, the Elite Pilot pin, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, this is pretty cool. I like it. Just a couple minor gripes, but I feel like I can even employ like that casual look, right? You know, a la Star Trek II Kirk or something. You know, I'm pretty sure Apollo had his uniform like this for a while too. But look, I know I said I was going to give you guys a video with Chip about the basement and what we're doing, and I will. However, we have to get Chip over here so we can record that together. That did not happen this week, but it is coming. It's exciting. I don't want you to miss it. So, in the meantime, feel free to hit up the comments section. Ask me about this costume. Ask me questions about it. Whatever. I'm happy to share my measurements so you can judge sizing if you ever come across one of these yourselves. And also, please consider subscribing. I try to post content every week. I have a Mandalorian build going that one of these days I will start up. We have a lot of video content coming for the basement. Chip and I have some video to put together about the build of the TARDIS here behind me. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. There's a lot we're going to be video documenting. So I hope you will join us for the journey. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. And until then, keep creating.